Hello.
Good animorning.
Welcome to the Animation Breakfast Club with Doig and Swift.
Welcome.
I know we're starting a little later today, but
It's because we slept in by accident.
It's truth. But
we're sorry.
How are you all doing? What day is it?
It's Wednesday.
How was Tuesday for you all?
My Tuesday was alright.
Cool.
How was your Tuesday, Doig?
It was okay. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was okay. You just we're in the lore. We're in the Doig and Swift lore. Does it say we deserve sleep? It seems to be a recurrent thing of like,
yeah.
Oh, you should get some rest.
Never get enough of it.
Maybe we need to schedule it into the work schedule. Be like power nap.
I mean, maybe. Maybe. I wouldn't mind.
When you say striking your dad's house, do you mean lightning is literally hitting the house?
That's incredible. What? No way, man.
Alright, let me know when your screen is good to go.
Okay, it's good to go.
Alright.
I need to put the NDI thing on, I think.
I think you do, yeah.
A shocking development.
Is that you clicked it on there?
That's very good. I guess. Yes, I have.
Let's see if it's working.
Whoa, it hit the house or a telephone pole nearby.
Ah.
That's amazing. What happens when that happens? Like, does the power go out, or is it just like there's a crash?
Yeah, I've never been near a lightning strike before. I just assumed it's always polite and just hits elsewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Rolanda says more cuties. Michael, good job.
Yeah, I've been trying to draw. Cook girls. I've been trying to draw things with appeal. Characters.
Objects.
Objects
Objects of appeal.
Yeah.
They look good.
Thank you. Thank you. This is just what I had open in Clip Studio. That's the software. I remembered it. We have a thunder catcher that takes most of it to the ground, but it still travels into electrical outlets and will fry any electrical devices in its way.
Oh, that sucks. So if lightning hits your house and you have, say, your phone plugged in on charge or your computer's plugged in, it will fry the electronics.
Yeah, it'll get a good boost.
That's awful.
I think that's why surge protectors are a thing. Like the white things that we plug stuff into our computers into, when they're marketed and stuff, sometimes they're like surge protection, which I think it's supposed to.
Yeah, it's supposed to clip out a certain amount of energy.
Yeah, if there's too much, it just like, no. But I feel like lightning would just be like, and just jump anyway.
Everyone's like, it's pretty shocking. It's a good joke.
Yeah. What have I got here? This was me trying to draw a little bit more like David.
Oh man. Evolve Studio says, if a lightning strikes, it will kill the surge protector.
Oh.
Because it's too much.
It'll just die. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, like surge protector protects for surges that are in the network naturally, according to Evolve Studio.
Oh. But
not necessarily like external surges like a lightning strike.
Gotcha. Gotcha. The smaller the nose, the better, I say, but not super tiny. Yeah, I kind of felt that. Except for this one. This one's my character. He's got a big nose. I had a...
She looks like someone.
Yeah, I have a type.
I feel like your type changed since you met me.
It was just refined.
Refined. It's cute. I like it.
I'm gonna lean into it. You may as well draw the things that appeal to you.
Aw.
Things. The
The objects of appeal.
I just see you as an appealing statue. Oh yeah, Eve Art Studio's like, I didn't know what I wanted until I met you.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh.
See if my pen works.
I'm just
Kind
looking at you. What do you mean, kind of?
This takes a little bit to, there we are. It's catching up now. I'm just doing a few scribbles to see if it's...
Nice drawings, Doig. Doig wings. Dwawings. Dwawings. That kind of works. That's actually...
Me.
That's on the scale of good wordplay there.
There we are. Now it's working much better. You got to finish your Doig and Swift animation. There's a kissing scene in it. Romance. Oh la la.
Did you say bromance?
I said romance.
You're not my bro.
Am I not?
Are you my bro?
I like to think I am.
You want a bro fist? Cha. We bros.
Not your bro.
You're not my bro.
Hey. I'd consider you my bro.
But you just said I was just repeating you.
No, you weren't. You told me I wasn't your bro.
I only just said.
Did you say bromance? You're not my bro. That's what you said. That's what you said. It's recorded, everyone.
Oh.
Yeah, I just got brozoned.
Brozone.
Whatever, man. It's fine. I want to do some thumbnails for posters for fun. That's what I'm thinking this morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what would the posters be of?
I don't know. Well, that's a weird question. Why do you ask me that? It doesn't matter.
Alright. I feel like it does though. I feel like it's a topic.
Maybe.
I feel like you could talk about it.
Talk about it.
Talk about your feelings.
Express yourself. Woo!
I mean, I suppose you could just draw it and be silent and just be like, there it is.
There it is. Okay, I was doing...
We both said there it is at the same time. Did you think of saying there it is before I was saying there it is? Or did you say there it is in response to me saying there it is?
I just said it. I didn't overthink it.
We said it at the same time independent. Wait, you didn't even think it, but that doesn't rule out you hearing it.
No, I didn't overthink it, is what I said. Jeez-o.
No, I want to know whether we both thought of it at the same time.
We probably did!
Well, that's cool, isn't it? That means we're thinking on the same page.
Yeah.
I want to know if we had a moment. Did we have a moment? Did we sync up?
Belingering the moment a little bit.
Did we just form Voltron?
Did we just ninja mind meld?
Did you? Yeah, did we just ninja mind meld?
I think we did.
Hey, what am I thinking now?
You want a burrito.
I was thinking about food. It was a grilled cheese.
I was close, but no cigar. It's time to slam, and welcome to the jam. Everybody slam, and welcome to the jam. People are excited about Space Jam 2.
I watched Space Jam again recently.
I thought you were about to say you watched Space Jam 2 and I was going to be like, impossible!
I'd never noticed before, but the animation style changes throughout the film.
What do you mean the animation cell changes?
The model for Bugs Bunny changes throughout the film.
The model? Are you talking about?
In Space Jam.
Do you mean the model sheet?
Yeah. Like the version of Bugs Bunny that's animated throughout Space Jam changes over the course of the movie.
How so?
Well, he goes from being, more...
He goes from not believing they can win a basketball game to believing they can win a basketball game.
I can't draw Bugs Bunny, but he changes.
What do you mean he Can you describe it in any way?
Like his his cheeks, fluffy
Mhm.
cheeks, they're, on some of them they're like wider, so he's got more of a T, upside down T shape. And then other ones he's a lot more sleeker and his cheeks are like further in.
That might just depend on which animator was animating him.
Yeah.
That's cool. I kind of like it when that kind of stuff happens. I like to see the animator's hands behind the movie. If everything is too perfect.
I think it wasn't so much per animator, I think it was per studio that worked on each segment.
Per studio? What do you mean?
Well, I think they split the work over multiple animation groups.
Multiple studios?
Hmm?
That would be strange.
Well, it happened.
Like, I've heard of people sending off, like, in-betweens to be done by other studios, but not, like, some shots are done here and some shots are done over there. That's really unusual.
Well, the guy who was talking about working on it, he worked on the Spitshine scene. And the scenes around the Spitshine part of it. So if you look at the part in the film where they're in their own basketball room,
Yeah.
the models are very different than when you see them, like, go to Michael's house or during the big game.
That's so weird.
It's
It's so weird.
not like hugely different, it's still the characters, but so I noticed it on Sylvester as well. He had like different eras, like it was almost like they were paying homage to the different eras of the Looney Tunes.
That's so strange though, like...
Well, the Looney Tunes have went through iterations of design.
Yeah. I
But
know
it's
they
like-
have, but it's unusual for them to be all crammed together in a movie without it being acknowledged.
But yeah, can do Rolando.
Interesting. Yeah, so I'm doing TMNT fan art basically. For those who are curious.
Shout it louder for those in the back.
I'm doing TMNT fan art. That was a Michael shout.
I do shout like that, I do.
Yeah, you get quieter when you
Yeah.
try and shout than
Like really
actually quieter
restrained.
than when you talk.
Yeah. I re-listened to the clip where I yelled at the crow male. Wait, we got one of those.
Oh,
but-
did we?
yeah. That's pretty much the contents of the crow mail.
Is it?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Cacaw.
Caw.
Cacaw.
Cacaw.
No, not cacaw. It cacaw.
Cacaw.
Ah.
What's wrong?
There's a rhythm to it.
Cacaw.
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 Come on now.
What?
You do a crow sound.
Cacaw.
That's better.
Ah!
Your crow, when you're doing the sounds a bit like a pigeon.
How could you?
Well, like crow's more like
I mean, what? I didn't do the sound.
kind of thing. We heard them yesterday. The crows.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was there.
They were barking. It wasn't like oh. It was you know.
Well, maybe we need to capture one so I can study it. You ever think of that?
No.
You ever think maybe I just don't have the materials I need to be able to do my job to the best of my ability?
But
So
yeah,
basically, I'm thinking of it'd be fun to do kind of pulpy action movie posters for the episodes. I thought that'd be kind of
yeah.
fun. Farah art, thank you. That's cool. I'm gonna draw something now, I promise. I'm tired this morning, guys, as usual.
Oh, you followed us.
Thank you.
That means you want to come back sometime.
Come see me sometime. Alright, so the first one I was going to do is called Donnie's Gifts. And I'm kind of thinking to do it a bit like a horror poster or something. It's one where Donnie attempts to fix his family by making them things that correct their flaws.
Ooh.
So the title would be like...
2003 TMT is Peter Steve's favorite.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Farrer art. Okay, so I have, like, we're sitting next to one another computer-wise in the same room. So I have on my computer. This is beep boop. This is my computer, and it's linked.
Beep boop.
Linked to my screen. And then on this is OBS, and I have a microphone. Now, I also have India's microphone attached to my computer. And then India has her computer and her Cintiq. And I guess her screen.
Probably.
Now that I've done this diagram, but she's not sharing that screen because she's sharing the Cintiq because that is a screen. I already drew it. It's good. It's fine. And then what I have here is from OBS to India's computer. We usually used like a Google Hangout screen share, and then I would Windows capture it. But what I use now is something called NDI. And what that does is over wireless, I can grab India's whole screen and sound as well if we choose to. But yeah, the tech is called NDI.
It seems to work really well.
And then I add that as a source. You need to get some plugins, I think, for OBS. But if you are on the same system, the quality is way higher than doing a screen share because we're not having to send it out to a server and then bring it back in. Yeah. So that's what we do. And then inside of OBS, I just arrange it so my monitor screen's there and India's monitor screen's there. Doig and Swift.
What if a crow was raised by pigeons? Well, that'd be cute. I feel bad for pigeons. I like them, and I feel bad when I see them limping around, looking all diseased.
Ah! He's not gonna get away with this!
Yo, 7th Chords, welcome to the animation.
Welcome, 7th Chords.
Welcome to the Animation Breakfast Club.
Oh, it's a raid.
It's a raid, yeah.
Giggle raid, what if Giggle 726 heart?
Yeah, thank you for the subscription. Luke Phoenix, thanks so much. Yeah, woo!
How you all doing this evening? What were you doing? How was your stream?
Yeah. Did you guys have a good time? What were you getting up to?
I think I'm gonna do some more studies.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What you studying?
Anime heads. Specifically, model sheets promare.
This is a giggly raid. We could one more. Oh, and by the way, it's month number 4726 heart, what if Giggle?
7th Chords, thank you so much. Aw, thanks very, very, very much for subscribing 4 months in a row. That's amazing. Really appreciate it. We were just talking about how I felt sorry for pigeons because they always seem so hard done by, and you know they're all diseased and have parts missing because they're in like a dangerous city environment, and they're not really very well taken care of. There's lots of hazards for them, and I feel bad for them. So yeah. Oh, I guess we should probably say what we're doing.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I'm doing like a mock movie poster for an episode of TMNT because I thought that'd be fun. And Mike is... What are you doing, Mike?
I'm doing some studies from films and things that I like that are trying to teach me about shape design and appeal. So I'm kind of going animu at the moment, but I'm not restricting that to animation. It's kind of like trying to learn how to...
So I'm just having fun and you're like actually learning how to do things.
I'm still having fun. I just want to learn how to like plan out the structure of like a stylized head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Darkbolt says, I like the look of Pure Ref in the morning.
I love the smell of coffee in the morning.
Pure Ref is really useful.
It looks super useful. I keep meaning to download it. Like I really do intend to get it and use it because it looks great. Oh wow, Seventh Chord says, to answer your question, I wrote a song.
It's like if Young the Giant did a jazzy chill hop song.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's really awesome.
I want a giant Donnie looming over them. Like a mad scientist.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who, well, to Lucas Phoenix and to Seventh Chords for renewing your subscriptions. Thanks so much. 4 months. Wow. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? Like drawing goggles over his eyes and then trying to draw goggles on his head too, like he has 2 sets of goggles on. Guess I'm just not used to drawing with his goggles down. What's this? Chord is so cool. Yes. Killer Chair says, shut up, you absolute badass at 7th Chords. So cool. Can have enough goggles. That's true. I should just do goggles all over him. Just endless goggles. His goggles got goggles. He got goggles on his goggles. I see. I'm wondering what I should do with his arms crossed or with his arms kind of out. Like he's... Yeah, no, I'm going to do him like with his arms out so he looks like he's cackling like a mad scientist. Oh no, my thing froze. Why? Goggle hype. Who here has goggles? I have goggles.
You do have goggles, don't
Yeah,
you?
who has goggles?
I'm just looking through your portfolio, Rolando.
Sorry guys, my computer's frozen for a sec. We'll see when it boots up again. You have regular and safety glasses but no goggles. Sam Rainier has goggles. Peter Steves has goggles. But wishes I had goggles. Goggles for everyone! Safety goggles totally count, yeah. Oh, I see. I just have a pop-up that's popped up on my other screen. There we are. So let's make him lay off.
This little robot dude is great.
I might need to expand this canvas a little bit to fit things on.
I think in terms of your portfolio, you don't necessarily need to, I suppose you've got like, I don't think you need both of these. Like just pick one with or without the microphone. Probably the one
With
the microphone.
yeah, since that's finished off.
Oh, you've got the color as well. Just put the color one in. I think I'd remove these three. Just for expediency. And yeah, I think similarly.
Let's see. Quick question. How did we get that awesome layout for the Twitch page panels? Oh, I'm totally glad that it's working for you. Because if you adjust your screen size, if you adjust your window size, you'll see that it doesn't always look that cool. It happens to look that cool if people have a particular screen size.
A larg.
Yeah, if you have it too small, we only get 2 panels to a row, and if you have it too big, we get 4 panels to a row. So it was basically just a lot of planning. Like, I did a stream where I was I drew like several thumbnails of how it could look, and Mike and I tried to figure out like if you adjusted your screen, how did it look like this, how did it look like that, and we did the thing which we thought would be likely to work the best, I guess.
I really like the color
you thought they
combo.
could be too big. Yeah, that's the thing that I discovered, is they can't be too wide, but you can have them long.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
means
It messes with the messes with the arrangement. I saw someone who had squares, and I think that might be my favorite way to go. I'm considering making ours squares.
oh
but,
really?
Yeah.
I like the bit with the transparent background though. That's cool, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the color combo in this one. I'm just looking through. I think
Elaine, thank you.
I think as a portfolio kind of experience so far, I'm not enjoying clicking and clicking back. It's like, okay, I've went through this one.
I think showing process is important. I think the problem with the ones that you were showing is that they felt too close together. Like, in terms of process, I think if you're going to show process, show the sketch, then the inks, then the colour.
Yeah.
But don't show, like, ink's half done, ink's completely done. Just because they feel too close together. Elaine, I'm thinking that it would be fun to do, like, little pulpy movie posters for the episodes. So I'm doing a little pulpy movie poster for Donnie's gifts.
This is good to show, like, this is what you're referencing, but if you don't accredit it to... Someone will think that you've drawn this if they don't know. They'll think you've done this and then you've tried to animate it.
Oh, so you just want to put, like, a little thing on saying based upon this panel from this manga by this person.
Yeah.
I need to remember what Meets West looks like, because he's the villain in this episode.
I think if I were to advise, like, Tumblr seems okay. I know you probably put a bunch of work into it, but
So we think Donnie's the villain, but actually it's meat sweats.
I'm trying to think. Like, I use ArtStation to do a portfolio, and like straight up, you're just like, okay, here's a bunch of images. You click on one of them. It's similar to the Tumblr thing where it opens up. Then you get a bunch of imagery. You can scroll down, but it's really easy just to hit to the right and see through the rest of them. I think you can also hit right on the keyboard and just look at the next thing. I forgot I colored that. I think as a user experience of this, of simply just finding the imageries, like newer older posts, it's a little bit weird. I'm like, I don't know which one that's going to go to. And if you can, have your first page have your art on it. Like if I were to link someone to my website, like this is the first thing they'll see. It's just immediately like, here you go. You don't want to have this. You don't want someone to go and be looking for your art and have to like imagine if you're having to look through 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 people's websites, and you click on the link and you're like, all right, okay, I have something to read, which is understandable. Like, things worked as NDA, don't share. But maybe put it, like, if you can't show stuff, put a password on it and send that through, so that, like, I don't know. That's another. If you truly can't show stuff, then you need to do that. But I would have immediately a splash page with imagery, everything that you want to show. Just there you go. This is everything. Categories can help, I guess, but maybe have like something that shows everything and then something that shows each one individually. I would say, because you want to be able to have someone look at your work and see it as fast as possible. You don't want them to have to figure out, okay, I need to now choose which one I want to look at first. Okay, I guess if I'm looking for them to do some animation, I'll click on this. And then I can see thumbnails of animation. Just have... just make this one post with all your animation, if you can. Like, I have to click through to another thing to see something bigger of a thumbnail that I've already seen. And then I have to click... I don't know if it's just my slow internet because I'm streaming, but having to reload a web and stuff. Like, you could just have everything. Yep, less clicks, easy to look at. The work itself is cool. There's so much appeal to your character design and everything. This is coming purely from a pragmatic, complainy, pedantic sort of way. Yeah.
Flames.
But I recommend ArtStation, which is free. I haven't really done anything with this. This is like older work. But it's probably the same sort of thing to set up. Plus, you're part of ArtStation as well. So your website's findable on there at the same time.
I just wish I could get trains into this more.
Because you can, if you want to show process stuff, you can make it as part of the post as well. So for instance, this grump thing that I did, I threw in the clip itself, stills from the clip, backgrounds from it, backgrounds in isolation. Like, if you're going to split up your work like this, of projects and stuff, you can like show them the top level and then give them a bunch. Like I would say in terms of the distribution of your work, there's a lot of behind like process stuff, but I think the process stuff is outweighing your finished stuff. You want to have more finished stuff and a little bit of process so that you can show what you're capable of and also how you approach the final thing. Because otherwise it feels more like a development blog or it has a different vibe. You don't want to show a potential person who will hire you that most of your stuff looks unfinished, because it gives a little bit of a mixed signal, I would say. Like you want to have 80% finished stuff, 20% showing the sketches and the thumbnails that led you to the final design. You want to be able to show, I think that's the thing. If you're showing your sketches, show lots of them that show that you can iterate on an idea and then show that you can follow through on that idea with something really cool. And someone will go, cool. They'll be open to finding the best solution for what I want and then really like hitting and delivering on that with something really cool. That'll build trust in you. They wouldn't even need to ask. They would be like, I can trust this person to do that process, and that's the purpose of demonstrating that on your portfolio would be. That makes sense? Alrighty. Now I'm gonna go try and attempt to even get close to drawing work with this much appeal.
Yee.
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 Flaky Dumpling, thank you.
Hey,
There's
welcome.
a subscription. How are you doing today? Oh, Rabbit's linked to their portfolio as well.
Oh, okay. That's portfolio day.
Yeah. I wish I could get more trains into my poster, because the fights in this episode take place in an underground train station.
Yeah, so look at this. Immediately, you've got a whole bunch of work, first page. The crit I would have for this is, don't do this, Rabbit. Don't have all of your work be black and white from the off and have it color when you click over it. Like, you could have it darken or do something to show that you're hovering, that it's clickable, but don't hide your color work. Because look how cool this is. Imagine, I mean, I guess it might be overwhelming if you put all, but I don't think so. I don't think these are disparate enough that it would, you know. You're right, yeah, because if you're selling yourself on your like color design and visual thing, then you're literally hiding it from your first impression. Like, does this person know how to use color? Oh yeah, they do. Don't give them that question. This is cool. You're breaking it down, so if someone is coming to you for an album cover, that's cool. There better be lots. Yeah, there we go. See? Imagine you were coming to Rabbit's website and this is the first thing you saw. Boom, color, smashed to your face. This should be your front page or something like similar to this. Hit them with your
Rhythm stick.
Look at this. Imagine you came to Rabbit's webpage and you're like, man, I want an album cover, and he's like, I got you started, man. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Farah. Yeah. Photography. Yeah, I think it is worth you splitting up your work like this, because each one has a very different, not a too different feel, but you are showcasing different skill sets with each. it's cool to see how your photography ties into your illustration work. Samus is really cool. Yeah. And then sketch. Let's see what you do for sketches. So you see here, Orlando. This is showcasing how rabbits arrive at those kind of final feeling designs. But these are all kind of grouped together. It's grouped and it's last. It's like hit them with the best stuff first, and then if they're curious and they've worked through and they're like, oh man, I wonder what their sketches are like, that you've convinced them to click on this, and then you deliver that here. Yeah, this is a really solid looking portfolio, Rabbit. I would just say, yeah. Like, I would much rather see I'd much rather see this first up than have this. It's a good summary, but I think this is a weaker first experience of your work than the other pages that you have here. Cool. Similar, it's the same sort of mentality that you would apply to an animated show reel. Is like, don't pad it out, make it like maybe a minute at most. Put all of your great stuff right in their face. Don't give them a lengthy title card of like all your names and socials and stuff. Or like a really fancy opening that you're like, I spent a week making this really fancy opening. Just have your name, have it appear for like 2 seconds, 3 seconds at most, then your work. So that as fast as possible, the person you're showing is looking at your work. Because it's not always going to be an experience where you send that reel to someone remotely. You might be standing next to them with your their tablet device, and in a context like CTN where you're having like portfolio reviews, you don't want to take up, like, if you have like a 4 to 5 minute reel and they have 10 to 15 minutes to talk to you, you don't want them to have to spend 1/3 of the time watching your stuff and not talking to you about it. You want to give them something really, like, all your best stuff in 30 seconds to a minute, and then you have 14 minutes for them to give you advice and or talk to you so that you get most out of the experience. What are you laughing at?
It's Elaine saying I burned down my portfolio site.
What, because of that feedback?
Mike, I need some colour help. Can I ask you for colour help?
Sure.
So if I wanted to paint a green turtle, but
Green?
they're being like lit by red light,
Yeah.
what colour would I go with to make it look like they're in like a red lighting scenario?
They probably are sort of closer to orangey green.
Orangey green.
Yeah. There would be more warmth in the green if they're being lit by a warm light.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll just slide it towards red on the hue slider.
Yeah, pretty much. But what you want to do is make sure that every other color that is on their costume is being lit the same.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll interpret all the colors as being light shone on them rather than changing color.
Yeah.
Like, there's a sequence during I think the first episode of season 2 of Rise of TMNT where they're fighting in a really red environment,
Oh, really?
And if you look at it, all of the turtles are slightly pinkish, but you still interpret it as them.
Which bit is that?
This is where they're fighting the Shredder.
Which bit? Like, which episode are you talking about?
The first episode of season 2.
Okay. So that entire episode is a series of fights with that character.
I know. Okay.
So
I think it's where they're at the shipyard, maybe.
okay, let me Google it. See if I can find some reference.
What's this? Michael Doig's Mighty Roar. Oh, that's so good.
Mighty roar!
Oh wow, you're right. It's very pinkish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
That's more pink, but you can see that how they've color shifted the turtles.
the turtles.
I noticed it because I was like, it's interesting. Leo's headband is very purple in this scene.
This is the one I was looking at.
How would they differentiate him from Donnie?
Let me grab this
But yeah.
and bring it in and cheat.
Fire art. Sure, I'll have a look. Sam Farrer. I'm not going to be hit by... Okay, cool. I was worried that it would hit me with nudity. You never know.
Get hit with nudity.
This is really cool. So I
Wow,
immediately,
that's so pink.
without knowing the work you do, I'm like, okay, cool. This person makes more graphic design based illustration.
Holy shit.
What?
These colours are like fucking intense as all F. Sorry, I just brought them over and like filled, and it's like so red. It just doesn't look red in that context at all.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Whoa, it is purple, isn't it? Holy guacamole.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Oh man, I want to learn to use colours like this. Sorry, carry on. I didn't mean to to distract you. I always knew about the power of colour, Tiv, but I just like every time I see it happen, it blows my mind. It's amazing. Wow. Okay.
Thanks for the host, Josie.
Thank you, Josie.
Oh, cool. It's the design of a can. That's awesome. So it's like a wraparound. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is really cool and laid out. I would say that I prefer... this is subjective, but I prefer the variety that I saw on your projects page here to show your range. But if someone is if you're finding that you're getting client work that is based around this sort of like front-on symmetrical design aesthetic, and that's working for you, then I think your clients are probably, they're coming to you for this specifically. And it's working for you. Yeah, so this is very much like up front is the stuff that you're working on, and here's a question for you. Are you finding is this stuff here the thing that you enjoy doing most? Or is this stuff the stuff that you're getting hired for most at the moment? This is really lovely. Or is this the stuff that you want to be hired for? Gotcha. You worked with a brewery for a while, but you would like to work with a craft beer brewery again. Okay, okay. Yeah, then I would say you've curated the experience for what you were aiming for, and I think that's working for you. Yeah. Thanks for sharing your work. It's cool to see how you did the redraw. Cool. Nifty. Alright. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming. Like, I wasn't... I didn't set out to do portfolio reviews today, but... thank you for putting me in such a position of authority. I felt super powerful.
The power!
Where have I put pure wrath? Oh, it's over here. Okay, cool. You redeemed Crowmail. You demand your crow noises. You didn't. It looks like you didn't even leave a Oh, you did. You said meow. Okay.
That's not how you do Crowmail, Mike. I'm so disappointed with you. Every time. Ah! Ah! This is a Crowmail from... This is a Crowmail from... Wasabi Cheetah! Wasabi Cheetah says, meow. Ah! Thank you for the Crowmail, Wasabi Cheetah.
Thank you.
Da 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 da.
Tib says, now Doig can look at my portfolio. YouTube search for Starlighter Brigade. It's my reel. I made it. I made that whole thing.
All of it.
All me. No
It's
help
me.
needed. Ignore the credits. All synonyms of mine.
Yeah, it's true. That's the secret behind Starlight Brigade, really, is that it was all Tib. Entire Tib. Nothing but the Tib.
I'm gonna up the cost for the pro mail.
What?
What do you mean
No,
what?
why?
Yeah, because
Why?
well people have thousands of Doggle Bucks now, nothing to spend it on.
Well, we need to come up with something to spend it on. We could have something which is like, if you spend your Doggle Bucks, India will talk about TMNT for a couple of minutes. Is this behind everything? It is. Okay, cool. I'll just do that then. I'll just do that.
I think this is slightly more rounded.
So, I was trying to say, Mike, that I'd like to get more trains into this composition because they're fighting in an underground train station. But I can't really think where to put the trains in. I have train tracks at the bottom.
Like a subway.
Hmm.
Huh. I don't know, man. I mean, you could extend it a little bit at the top and have like a subway roof or something.
I could extend it at the top. I'm kind of worried about...
Or maybe like subway stubs or tickets.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. It's a good idea. I like it.
15k interesting noises from Doig. Holy... See, Kurzix is on 124,000 Doggle Bucks.
Because I got that currency!
What could we... That's crazy. That's a crazy amount of Doggle Bucks.
Wow,
That's a large
Herbert.
amount.
That's a really nice offer. But you're not always here. Also, that would be taking advantage of you, but
Yeah.
I love Rabbit Doodles, so
Yeah. I love rabbit doodles, but I would never want to have you at the beck and call.
if you get a bazillion Dogglebucks, can you commission a music video? No. They take
real books, unfortunately. Dogle books are not an accepted currency for music videos. Much as I would like them to be.
But yeah, that was a crow mail. Wait, there's more crow mail. There's 2 crow mails that we haven't read yet. I just read the facts.
Oh, hold on. Ah! Ah! This is a crow mail from Kurzek. Kurzek says, I can get my mouse working. Please help me, God. I am drowning in 124,000 Doigle books. I can't help you, I'm sorry. You brought this on yourself by watching us. That's what you get for being a good, loyal friend. And we also have one from Eve Art Studio. Eve Art Studio says, this community is really bringing me a lot of joy. Thank you so much, Doug and Swift, for being such wonderful people and bringing so many wonderful people together. We just provided the space. You guys all came here and started being wonderful.
Yeah.
So, you're super welcome, and thank you very much for being here and part of the community as well. There Stamps goes.
Buy stamps.
Buy stamps. If you want to send mail, then you gotta buy stamps. I'm sorry. I just wanted to do the joke.
I thought
Even if
of
it's a
it.
bad joke.
I thought of it too.
You did.
I just didn't have time to say it
Wow.
because you bogarted the joke space.
That is my job.
I think our flatmate realized just how mean you are yesterday when you were like being brutal.
I'm not mean.
You were being incredibly mean.
I'm not mean. I'm a really nice person. Don't know what you mean. I wasn't being brutal.
Don't know what I mean.
Don't know what you mean.
Don't
I
know
was
what
not being
you
brutal.
mean. You mean.
No, I'm not mean.
It's funny. It's funny. You get like savage when you're tired.
I wasn't savage.
You were.
I don't know what you mean. I was perfectly reasonable.
All right.
I'm disturbed by this.
What? That's insinuation.
Yeah,
Sure.
I am. I didn't think I was out of line. Like, it was funny.
I thought it was funny.
Did you? Because you explicitly told me that you didn't think it was funny.
Oh, there was a point where you took it way too far, but I let you know immediately. So.
I still thought it was funny.
You still thought it was funny, and even though I was like, "You're hurting me."
Well,
Wow.
I apologized for hurting you. I still thought it was funny, but fair enough. I wish we could tell you guys what it was about, but it's kind of difficult to explain without getting into like NDA stuff.
Yeah.
But we would totally tell you guys what happened if we were able to.
It wasn't terrible, but it was like.
Mike was sharing his insecurities, and I was being unsympathetic.
Yeah. But I think that's the mark of a healthy relationship, where I could just be like,
Oh yeah.
where I could just be like, "You're tapping on a nerve now. I'd appreciate it if you stopped." And you were like,
Yeah,
"All right,
okay, I'm
then."
sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to actually hurt your feelings.
Ribbing's fine.
That's all I thought I was doing.
Yeah.
I thought I was ribbing you.
Let's see. I want to teach the bot to request anecdotes of you two.
Anecdotes?
Anecdotes.
We don't have any stories, so nothing ever happens to us. Yesterday, I sat at my desk. Can you believe it? Wacky.
Redeem the Trashbot tutor for anecdote.
Ooh.
5,000. Well, what if that was a redeemable, rather than teaching it to the bot where you could just spam anecdote. I don't.
What?
You can't just tell an anecdote.
What?
You can't just be like, here's an anecdote and then not have a prompt. Anecdotes have to be prompted by context.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, I have a story about that.
Maybe it'll make us come up with a story and, you know,
You could just lie.
force us to be more creative. Get creative. Mike and I went out yesterday. And it was really nice. And we had a walk around the block. And it lasted for about 30 seconds, but it was good.
Is that your anecdote?
Yeah.
We went outside. Well, I mean, it was significant because we haven't went outside together for like
For a long time.
for like 3 months or something.
We went to get burritos because there's a place downstairs from us, directly downstairs, that's just reopened, that does burritos. So we went out and we picked up some burritos for one another.
Yeah. 30 seconds around the block.
Yep. It's a very small block. It's a very, very small block. It's more like a courtyard.
Yeah.
Ticket stubs, you say. Oh no, you want burritos now. Haha! You see, you fool! That's what you get when you ask for an anecdote.
Yeah, it's not good to mention food during anecdotes.
Or during our streams. Ticket stubs. What do you think to this, Mike?
It's great.
You haven't even looked.
I can see you on the stream.
Oh.
I really like it. Look how cool. Have you just been color picking for the bottom turtles?
Aww. You're about to give me a compliment on the bit I didn't do. Yeah.
It's good. I think you need to do it on Donnie now, though.
I was going to have Donnie just be like monotone so that he's more like a background element.
Okay.
Is the thing. I don't want him to like stand out as much as the main turtles do. I also need to come up with a way to make this text stand out and look like movie text.
Donnie's gift.
Donnie's
Is that what the
gift?
Is that what the name of the episode is?
Yeah.
Great. That's great.
It's even a passive aggressive title, which I like.
Donnie's your favorite turtle in this
Yeah.
one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious.
So yeah, I'm not super used to drawing anime stuff, which is why this is kind of tricksy for me.
Put some flames behind the bros and Donnie. I have. Or do you mean between them and Donnie?
Between them and Donnie would be pretty good.
Okay. I could do that. I can do that.
That way it further separates the planes of them.
The planes of their existence.
And he's not just like a massive turtle.
He is a massive turtle, though. He's like 8 foot tall. Didn't you know?
He's not 8 foot tall.
He is. Everyone else is 4 feet tall and he's 8 foot tall. It's Donnie's secret.
Donnie's gift.
Donnie's standing on a box and he's grown. Let me put some flames between him and his bros.
There's a crow mail.
Oh! Ah! Ah! It's a crow mail. It's from Bien Motive. Let's see. When you flip a coin, physics, not probability, determines how it will land. Mathematician Percy Diaconus found that a coin is slightly more likely to land on the face that it was up when you flipped it. The way a coin lands is not random. It's easy, with a little practice, to manipulate your coin, so it lands the way you want it. What's more, if you're spinning a coin, it's more likely to land tails up, since the head side weighs slightly more. The more you know. The more you know.
So, when you flip a coin, it's literally not 50-50.
That's interesting. Burn in the flames of your brotherhood.
Wow.
Where is it?
Wow. This is the first time I've ever been given an auto mod message to allow or deny.
Right?
Don't know what that term is. And Twitch seems to be like, I'm not sure about it.
What?
Well, okay. Seems like in the context, it's the colloquial term for like a type of insect.
Okay.
But I guess it's maybe a racial slur elsewhere.
Whoa, what?
I don't want to say it because I don't know. I've never experienced it before, but Twitch has flagged it. I'll read the rest of the message, which reads, because it's from San and it feels perfectly innocuous. But yeah,
I think we can trust San.
Yeah, San's saying, yeah, I grew up at Coffee Doodles. I grew up in an area with lots of ticks and mosquitoes and leeches and blank and everything bad. So I feel your pain.
Oh no.
Doodle Call says Google it, and Beer Motive says penis.
I'm not gonna ban. Yeah, it is the name of a berry bug, but it got flagged.
That's so weird.
What the hell? What the hell? Why is that?
I don't know. Okay, I can't find reference for the background, so I'm just gonna have to make it up.
I'm just gonna have to make it up.
What is it?
It's an offensive term for a Chinese person who thinks they're black.
Wow, that's really specific.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. All these slurs. There's so many offensive terms. Okay.
You can probably put together what the word actually is. Or you can just search.
I cannot, so I have no clue whatsoever.
I'm not even going near it.
Okay, let me color adjust Donnie a little bit.
Yes.
I'm like, should I allow the message? I've read it out, so there's no real purpose to allowing it, but it was also innocuous, and like the context in which the word was used was accurate to what Sam was talking about. Language is weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, dude. I don't think anyone's gonna be annoyed with you either way.
Yeah, Sam's fine with it. I'll just leave it.
Okay, cool. I'm not happy with that. I'm gonna
not-
start sketching it properly.
I'm not gonna teach you a new bad word.
Teach
Yolanda.
me.
What was What was that?
Michael,
What?
teach me.
No.
Please, Michael.
No.
Do it, Michael.
No.
All right. Let me make this large. Large and in charge. Large and in charge.
So what made you choose that episode to do a poster of first?
Simply, I already had the idea in my head for the composition.
Okay, gotcha.
And that was it. I was like, oh, I could do this. And so I didn't second guess myself, I just did it. I did 0 other designs and simply just went with it. Which I think sometimes it's okay to do, because I second guess myself constantly.
Baby Tad.
If that was Baby Tad, that would be terrifying.
It had that sort of voice cavity activation going on.
Voice cavity activation.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, like, the area of your vocal cords was similar. The hole in your neck. The cavity. Whatever
The borders
man.
to make getting easier. I could totally do that. I think I'm just gonna crop it though, because I got the size of this by Wait a second, did I get the size of this by doing what I thought I did? Oh no. Now I have to find out. I didn't. No, I did. I got the size of this by looking at another movie poster. So, that's why it's that size. So, actually, I want to crop this so it's roughly the same size as the actual movie poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what would you name that voice?
Oh. Murder voice.
Murder voice. Teach me the murder voice.
You want me to teach you the murder voice?
No, I mean, that's what you used it to say.
Aspect ratio is important. I feel like it is. I haven't got it exact with this. But I have it close-ish. Today is your free day. Hey, congratulations, Rolando. That's awesome. Back. You see that? I can hear them. There's the crows.
Yeah, they bark. They don't go, do they?
You're so mean.
I'm not mean.
You're the meanest.
I'm not the meanest.
You're so mean.
I'm not even.
You mean green bear.
I'm a doginator.
You're a mean green bear. I wonder if I can pop out Twitch chat. That'd be good.
You can.
Let me see if I can.
You can.
Let me work it out and see if it's possible.
It's possible.
Oh, I did it. Cool. I haven't missed any chromos or anything, have I? Because it seems to have refreshed my chat.
No.
Cool.
Wait, there's a new one 4 seconds ago.
You see? It's a good job I was on the ball.
Is it not there now? You can see it? Okay.
Ah! I can't see it. Ah!
What's this, stamps? From Wasabi Cheetah that says, the word of the day is maskadaisical. Slacking off on wearing a mask in public places to prevent contracting coronavirus.
Wait, maskadaisical. That's great. I like that a lot. Like lackadaisical.
Declan said he got us 2 masks.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice of him.
I don't know where they are though. So
Thank you,
I'm gonna ask
Declan.
him.
Yeah. Like I would have been wearing it already if I knew.
The only place we go to is the store, in which we
We
are
go to
not
Dunn's.
around people.
Well, we are around people sometimes in Dun's store, but
Yeah.
Dun's store also does not sell masks.
I haven't seen any in there.
But now we have some, so that's awesome.
Yeah. They're introducing policies where to ride on public transport you need to wear a mask now. So.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Doodle Car's like, guys, idea, starlight masks.
Starlight masks. You wear a mask in fashion.
I mean, that's been a thing for a few months now.
Has it? What, people making like custom masks?
Yeah, there was a guy who he only ever wears wolf t-shirts. So his wife made him a
He's
wolf
got his
mask.
identity sorted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
So his wife made him a wolf mask. Yeah.
That's pretty great.
A mask on a wolf.
That's pretty great. I like that.
A mask on a wolf on a mask. Mask on a wolf.
Here's a wolf. I put a mask on it for you, so it won't give you corona.
Yeah. Chris Buart. Oh, it's a crow mail. God damn it. I keep thinking it's just a redeem the message.
Ah! Ah! This is a crow mail from Chris Buart. Please remember to drink water and shake your booty 9000. Donatello from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's great, and I'm super happy you love the show. I do. Booty shaker 9000 is the bomb. Hell yeah. I like how that started out so innocuous and then slowly turned into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles goodness. You made your own mask? Oh, Josie, that's really cool. I was also thinking to do something like that. I saw a lot of tutorials on how to just make one out of cloth.
I need to draw more than just one face, even if this one is like broken.
Have you only managed to draw one so far?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were doing other stuff like portfolio reviews and stuff.
Yeah. I might highlight that and just put it up somewhere.
Yeah, why not?
The portfolio review thing. Oh, just to let you all know,
What?
I'm completely gunning for partner on Twitch.
Oh,
So
I didn't even know that. And I'm your Twitch partner.
you're not my Twitch partner.
What?
We're a partner in life and crime.
Oh my gosh, you're so pedantic. Also your Twitch partner, you doofus.
So if you all want that to happen, then I would really appreciate any and all support that you are able to give.
I mean, you guys are already supporting us
You
a huge
are
amount.
already, but what?
Nothing. You're just very intense right now.
You're like, oh, you're already. Yes, you are already supporting us. Yep. So that's the thing. 75 average viewers is not Twitch partner, co-host. Yeah.
That's a lot of people, though, to get. Like, I don't know how we'd get that number of people. I'm happy to just let it happen naturally. And not necessarily push for it.
I just no. See, this is the thing, right? When you want something, you gotta put it out into the universe.
I'm doing it. Rise of the TMNT.
See, yeah, like you want Rise of the TMNT to be more successful than it is.
I do.
You're doing artwork to both enjoy yourself
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
and support them.
Yeah, I'm just saying that there's a lot of people, and I'm like still a little bit intimidated by the thought of having that many people.
That's a very good question, Doodle. Doodle's like, how do we support more for Twitch partner? I don't know.
Great.
But Crispy Art says it might need to advertise more, but I feel like you guys are already doing that since I found your stream from Twitter. That's really cool to know that you. Okay. Pablo says.
Oh, Stamps. Hey, Stamps, how you doing? How's your day, Stamps? How are you?
Fuck off, India.
Oh.
Palbro says, for partner achieving purposes, remember to ask raiders to click twice on your icon so they count as a viewer for the average. Alright, I'll start doing that. And yeah, participating in the animorning challenge and then posting your work everywhere with the hashtag will hopefully lead back.
Oh.
I want to put it out there into the universe that that's a goal of mine. As you can see, it's not India's goal. She's just, as Tibbs said, she's just a leech on this stream.
Hey!
Yeah.
I'm not a leech. I bring in the I don't know.
Solid argument.
Oh.
10 out of 10. Nah, you're the...
I'm not a leach.
No,
It wouldn't be the same without me here.
It wouldn't.
I started these streams.
You are the catalyst.
I'm the OG. I'm not the catalyst. I'm the person who started streaming.
That's the catalyst.
That's not.
What does catalyst mean?
It means the thing that allows a reaction to happen.
It's
Not the
thing
reaction itself.
It's the thing that starts a reaction.
It's not the thing that starts a reaction. It's the thing that, like, I guess triggers stuff.
Catalyst definition.
Mm-hmm.
A person or thing that precipitates an event.
Yeah. I didn't precipitate it. I made it happen because I effing started streaming.
Alright, okay. Fine.
And then invited you, sir, onto my streams.
It's true.
You're in my house.
I'm the leech. I'm the leech. Oh yeah, we did a bunch of gaming streams, Crispy Art. We just
We had to stop for a while. We always have to stop doing the gaming stuff when we get super busy.
Yeah.
Just because like that's the first thing that's non-essential that we can go and stop doing for a while to allow us to get more other stuff done.
The leech has now become the host.
Doig is a symbiote and India's Spider-Man. It's true. Coming in here telling me how I should run the Twitch. To be fair, Mike does more than just appear on the stream. He also is the one that sets up the stream to work.
Sometimes.
On Twitch and YouTube and
Whatever,
such.
it sometimes works.
Which also means all the technical difficulties are Mike's fault.
I felt that one in my nethers.
That's a strange place to feel it, but okay.
Well, that was a low blow.
I'm glad it was at least an accurate blow.
It's true though.
Yeah, but it's not your fault.
Who is Venom? That's probably me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably Venom because I'm very much like a we pronoun user.
I'm sorry?
I'm a we. I use the us, like I say we for us both a lot.
Right.
Whereas you're like,
what else would you say?
You'd be like, I have done this, and I'd be like, we have done this.
Mm.
I'm
Says the
more...
person who was pushing for Twitch themselves like 2 minutes ago.
We are gunning for partner then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm happy to let it happen naturally. I just want to let the universe know.
Not happy to let it happen naturally. There's one thing I've learned. But I hope it happens, Mike. Like, if that's something you want, then I want it for you too.
I just think it'd be cool. Like it's
going to be exactly the same as it is now. It's just going to be more people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what is it that you're hoping to get from it? just status?
Well, so the difference between an affiliate and a partner would be that I think partners, there's benefits from Twitch for being a partner over an affiliate, which are varied and far between. Our VODs would be up on Twitch for longer. I think the way that the revenue share works for partners is slightly different than affiliates, and more emotes is probably like the most outward facing thing.
Just tell everyone we're using a row. We be fancy. We appreciate that. One feels one is very fancy.
This is so bad.
Why? What's up?
I just like the
You're doing great.
the way that all of these features work is so particular. I'm just not getting it.
Oh man, who are you drawing?
It is it Leo something? No, wait.
You're drawing Leo
Yeah, from
TMNT.
no, from Promare.
Oh.
Oh.
Boo boo boo. La 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 la. Oh my gosh, Rabbit did a comic of you reviewing his portfolio.
What?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Check it out.
Okay, let's read this together.
Yeah. Together time.
Let's see. What? Let's make it about this big. Am I on a throne with a crown?
And the pen. That's great.
Please, sir, Doig, accept this portfolio for review on Little Rabbit TV. Sigh. Come on, man. Why are the images in black and white? You do color. Jeez.
Oh. Poor Rabbit.
It's true though.
That's great.
Asks a colorist to review their portfolio. It's in black and white. Of course I'm gonna have an issue with that. I really love that. But Doig, even with that color, the portfolio has value. Funny joke. I can't do that.
That's good. That's a good joke. I like that joke. The Grumps did an episode yesterday where they were telling bad joke.
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
Isn't that every episode?
That was a good joke, Mike. That was a good joke.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like an insult.
It was, but it was a good joke as well.
What was it you... Oh, this is way out of context. What is it you said yesterday that cracked us both up?
Oh man, it was Declan had on his drawing board, he had put his so Declan has an art of book that is coming out.
No, it's out.
Is it out? Okay.
Yeah.
He has an art of book, an art of Declan Shelby. and he had it on his drawing desk. And I said something like, I looked at it and I was like, wow, I can't believe he drew that just now. And then Mike turned to me and was like, India, that's a book that Declan got printed of himself. And it's been out for a while. And I was like, what is joke? And then Mike died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm aware, Mike. That was... Whatever, man.
I think it's the way that you said it yesterday. Like, what is joke? Or something like I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do another one from of the same character.
Oh, well, you got only 10 minutes to do it, so...
Really? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Are we only?
No, it's 10:30.
But we. Oh. Show your first anim.
My first anim? I don't think I have it. My first ever anim was... I think it was like a blue tack claymation thing.
Oh, really?
My first ever one, yeah.
Got me screaming, "Not you, India!"
Oh.
Josie. No one cares about you, says Tib. I knew that it wasn't about India, but I wasn't gonna. I was gonna.
Oh! Well, I only heard what Mike said.
Sorry, that I misconstrued.
Oh!
I just saw Coffee Doodle being like, "Show your first anim," so that's all I read. That's all I knew.
That's all she wrote. It's not always about you, India. I've been told.
Yeah, share it if you'd like.
Do it. Do it.
All right. Okay. Here's the thing. With the animorning challenges, how if you've been in an animorning challenge, how would you feel about us assembling the animorning challenge clips and making like collective videos of them and putting them on the Doig Swift Twitter as a like, here's all the cool submissions from this week's animorning challenge?
Yeah, I feel a little bit uncomfortable about it because as someone who is an animator, I feel like I don't want people to mistake it to be our work, because I'm aware that this is a bunch of other people doing exercises and not our work, so it feels weird to put it on our Twitter.
That's a really good point, Tib. I could put a question in the form that, are you okay with this being shared?
It's true. I don't want to pressure people though. I don't want people to feel like if they put no, we're going to be annoyed with them or anything.
Is it possible to relink the animations from the sources?
If people tweet them, we can retweet them. That's something we can do.
Yeah, I think we have been retweeting. I would just want to put it out there, see what people think. I think Tibbs has got a good, like, that. When people are submitting now, they're putting their social link on the video footage itself, so the credit will be there. And I've also made let's see.
This Raph doesn't look like Raph. I need to check out what he looks like again. I get him looking more like Raph.
I also made this spreadsheet which has the links to people's Twitters, and also this is the thing that they submitted, shows like what they thought they learned. Yeah, with links to stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to think of ways that can help. I'm just trying to think of ways that can help. Really.
Help what?
A way to celebrate and showcase the work that's been done each week, because it's really cool
I feel like we kind of do
stuff.
that on the stream.
I feel like we do it on the stream as well, but if we want to like extend a hand outside of streaming
I just
to bring
I just don't want to use the animorning challenge, which is something that we started to help people, like to help people flex their animation muscles and try different stuff and have fun with it. I don't want to use it as a tool to promote ourselves and use other people's work to promote ourselves, because that feels kind of skeezy. Like, I just want it to be a fun thing that people can roll into if they want to, and not something where we're like, we got animators together to do this work and now we're going to use all their work to get tons of likes and retweets on Twitter so people come and find our stuff. Like, that doesn't sit well with me.
Okay.
You know? Like, I want the people who do the animation to be the ones getting the likes and the views for the animation, not us.
Yeah. I get you.
Like, part of the reason of doing the animorning challenge is to get people like a body of work who might not otherwise feel like they have time to spend on the animation and putting stuff together. So I want the people who are the ones animating it to be the ones who are getting the reception for it.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from. And I think
Tip says you could always post short clips of bits of the reviews, like on the occasion India say something smart and helpful. Oh man, I've been called out. Thanks, Tim. I try to be smart and helpful, but it doesn't always come out sounding smart or helpful. Tip is out for blood today.
Jersey says you can also make a Twitter thread where you at each person individually and have them all have their own tweet in one big thread. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I'm trying to think of something that is both
A lot of work.
not a lot of work for us.
I knew it.
Not a lot of work for the people watching it or seeing it or finding it.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing, is that if it's a lot of work for people looking through it, then the only people who are going to look through it are people who are like either super duper interested or people whose work it is anyway.
Yeah. See, the animorning challenge is it's in an odd place at the moment because
I think it's doing well.
No, I think it's doing well as well. What I'm saying is we're kind of at capacity for the number of submissions. But
you mean just in terms of the amount I'm able to get through?
Yeah. However, I think it's really, really useful stuff for animators starting out. And not starting out. It's just fun. Yeah, well, not just yeah. I don't know.
What are you getting at?
I think more people could benefit from the feedback.
You just said we're at capacity.
I know. Yeah. That's why I mean it's in a tricksy place, because it's like we can't review more, but animators don't necessarily have to have their own personal work reviewed to benefit from it. Hire a second reviewer to also do reviews at the same time as the stream.
Then we'd need money.
So it's like there's 2 rooms of review.
I think it's in a good place right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy. More people are submitting than I thought would, which is awesome. Ha! Cue me drawing Raph's face, only to then remember that Donnie's gift to Raph in this episode is a helmet. So, I need to draw his helmet. Damn it! Alright. Have a look.
This is okay. I'm debating whether this is something. You know what? No.
What is it?
No.
What?
No.
You're being so weird today.
I'll sound mean, and I'm trying. I'm not. I don't
Oh
wanna
my
be a
gosh,
mean bear.
what is in your head? What's wrong with you?
No.
Why are you so dissatisfied? Go on, tell us. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. We know that you're a good bear.
You know that I'm a good bear. I'm just
Yeah.
mean and jelly.
You called me mean.
Yeah, you can
earlier.
be mean now.
Been bad around this stream.
All right. So I saw an animation review recently, and I'll admit I didn't watch a lot of it. But I got the feeling that the advice that the person was giving wasn't as good as it could be. Like they might have.
You're calling out other people.
That's a little bit. Now, what that made me feel like is, man, I wish this sort of like okay review and okay advice was being seen by a lot of people, and it made me have the feeling of like, I want to be able to help those people learn better, gain better advice.
It is frustrating when you see bad advice or not very good advice being doled out and gaining a lot of traction. So I'm like, well, the animorning challenge feedback stuff is like, it's one-to-one feedback. It's really valuable, and it's something that's usually for a lot of mentorships, it's something that's not accessible to a lot of people. And it's the animorning challenges aren't a mentorship one-to-one. No. Like, that's one thing I'd be eager to make sure is clear, is that I am not like a mentor or a tutor. I'm just another animator who is learning like everyone else.
Yeah.
So there are going to be things that I can't critique, because there'll be things which are better than I can do, and I wouldn't know how to fix them. So it's more just like a friend looking over your stuff than it is like a professional giving you a professional critique.
Yeah. I just want more people to benefit from the advice that's there.
Yeah, but we can't do more people one-to-one.
No.
We've already said that, so...
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying Animorning Challenge is an odd place conceptually for me.
I mean, I think it's fine the way it is.
Lots of thank you for supporting. It's all set up as an alert now, so people are slowly seeing it. He's trying not to be a cranky bear.
Rolando, I would say that we're friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. Bird MB says, part of what makes the feedback here better is probably because it's a smaller group. When you try to generalize to the masses, you have to make the feedback more generic.
Yeah, that's true.
How were they handling number of submissions? Oh, it was a one-to-one mentorship thing. So it was one submission, and it was one review.
That presumably they paid for.
Yeah, presumably, I think so. I'm really like, H-Robon, don't take this as me being dissatisfied with anything that's happening with Animorning Challenge.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that might be my fault for saying that earlier.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm really happy with the way it's going. I'm always trying to look for how to improve. That's all.
Like, he's not satisfied with sitting still. He wants growth.
Not explicitly growth, but more bang for same buck. You know?
You're like a locomotive. Keep going, don't turn back.
like I'm the kind of person who's interested in like the back end of YouTube and being like, how does that system work? Whereas India's more like, I'm just gonna make the stuff that I enjoy and put it out there, and it doesn't matter. But there was a point where, like, there's a part where you start to question like, are you mishandling what you're doing, and could you do something that's the same content but do it in a way that makes more sense for the system, the ecosystem which you're participating in. So for instance, we were putting up the recordings of the streams that we were doing daily onto our YouTube channel, and people were watching it, but only a small group of people were interested in the VODs of the audience that we gathered on YouTube. But what this meant that we were doing was that YouTube was looking at our channel and saying, their subscription base aren't watching their content, so YouTube wasn't pushing our stuff because it wasn't being, just by the sheer like number crunch, it wasn't being watched, if you see what I mean, which meant that the majority of our work on our YouTube channel was being appreciated by a very small section of the people that had hit the subscribe button.
That's the same with all our stuff on YouTube, though. It's not just the VODs. Like, the VODs are actually the highest viewed thing. Or they were before we moved them all to a place where we didn't tell anyone they were there.
Our highest viewed stuff are the things like the Taz animated that was done.
I mean the frequent uploads. Like,
yeah.
Between the things that we frequently upload, which are VODs and gameplay videos.
But what I think would be better is if we only put the like animations on our YouTube channel, our main one.
I know.
And then if they're viewed and they're like appreciated by more of a share of the people of our audience, then YouTube will know what to do with the future things that we upload.
Yeah. It might also just bury the channel because it doesn't have frequent uploads anymore. So you may have traded one reason to bury the channel for another, but
our subscriber growth hasn't slowed down, and we haven't uploaded anything in 6 months.
It's been less than 6 months, hasn't it?
Sorry, we haven't uploaded anything in 6 weeks.
Yeah, geez. I was gonna say, what?
But
I get so tired of talking about this stuff sometimes.
Oh man, sorry. Yeah, Emlet's like, there's so much thinking involved in the stream. I came for Doig drawing anime, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel the same, Emlet. Like, I'm happy to talk about this stuff, but like, I do get tired out by it sometimes. Like, I just want to draw stuff and do animation. Do we have to like worry about algorithms all the time?
Sorry.
And like how to maximize viewership and stuff? Like, I just want to hang out with pals and like draw turtles. Sometimes that's enough. And it doesn't have to be about getting the maximum amount of book for your whatever.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying your points aren't valid. They are. It's just this is a conversation that happens frequently, both on and off screen. And I'm like, I don't care. I appreciate that you do, and I want to support you, and I want the channel to grow, and like I want you to have all the things that you are hoping will happen with it. But also, I just want to draw cool stuff and not worry about that stuff sometimes.
Yeah. Tibbs like, me and Doig will have SEO talks and that everyone else enjoy the art.
Yeah. Yeah. I would think this needs to look more like it's from below.
Bryony, the thing with like, it will grow with time for sure, Doig. I believe that.
I believe that too. It's my stance.
But I've also seen an example of our work, our personal work, getting 500,000 views on a different channel that didn't drown its what?
Who cares?
That didn't drown its channel with daily uploads.
I don't think it was the reason it caught on was because that channel didn't do daily uploads.
Why do you?
I think it
was,
just happened to get seen and shared around by a bunch of people. Like, right place, right time. And like, yeah, it sucks it was on someone else's channel, but it's awesome that we know that the work that we do could have that kind of reception. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's worth it without any views.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't want to become like overly focused on that as a goal. That's just me personally. Like, I'm happy to support you, like I said, in wanting to stretch more.
Tibbs is saying, I watched an episode of Game Grumps yesterday where they talked about naming Starbomb and how just wanting to focus on the music will never get you popularity. It will never pay the bills. You actually have to push in that direction.
Yeah.
And you told me to watch that.
I did. Like, I thought that was a good episode and they had good points. I think I sometimes just get a bit tired of like it being the discussion.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes I just want to draw something that I think will be fun and cool without worrying about whether it's going to get seen.
Yeah.
This arm is tricky.
I think if your focus is entirely on that, then you're misplacing your energy. I think if your focus isn't on that at all, your fields of dreaming it.
I think that's why we work well together, though.
Yeah.
It's because you're very focused on that and I'm not focused on that at all. So we kind of balance each other out a little bit.
There it is. That Tib is summing it up. It's like, India, these things don't happen randomly. I understand your stance, but your work is capable of generating that. So something is pulling it down, and that frustrates Doig because he knows what your work is capable of. That is it in a nutshell.
I appreciate it. Like, I do. It's just like, it's very hard for me to make myself. It's hard for me to focus on that because it's really not a motivation for me. So it's just hard to make myself care sometimes, you know.
Yeah, like I think that's what makes you so cool in my eyes, is that you are
because I'm a huge idiot and dork.
No, you are motivated and driven by just the sheer like fun of doing the things that you do.
Yeah.
And I'm not like 100% like that. So I think that's what you're saying. We work well in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you can't make art in a vacuum because you'll suffocate and die. And I'm like trying to make sure that you can I can breathe.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm fine.
You're fine.
Like, don't even worry about me. I'm good.
Tib says, do what Mlet did. Post a butts compilation on Twitter, and when that does incredibly well, do a boobs compilation and watch the numbers skyrocket. Like, there's the thing. Mlet's been making that content for 3 years.
Yeah, it's true. And that's always been drawing the pretty boobs.
But he just switched up like how he was promoting himself.
Mm-hmm.
And now more people can appreciate the things he's been doing for 3 years.
Yeah, that's true. That's nice.
I don't know. I'm satisfied with like, that shouldn't take too long to name.
Yeah, what are you satisfied with, Mike?
Like, this stream right now, I'm super satisfied being here. I am like, this is cool. I really enjoy this experience. I love waking up and streaming. This is awesome and cool.
Yeah.
So my dissatisfaction isn't like, man, I wish more people were watching the stream. My dissatisfaction is, man, I'm frustrated that more people aren't benefiting from this really cool content. I want to see animators make leaps and bounds. I hate that No, I don't hate. I'm frustrated that we're in a system where, like, cool independent animated content gets buried by like mediocre remakes that are poorly like. I'm frustrated by Disney's remake thing, where it's like they're taking really cool, well-crafted stories and animations that are really awesome, and dumbing them down and remarketing them and like trying to profit off of nostalgia because it makes them money fast. I want more animators, more storytellers able to use skills and tell great stories and make cool stuff. And I want to help them do that from what I can do from here. So, like, I want to make our voice heard to as many cool creative people that I can. That's my goal.
I would like to help you do that. I just also don't want to compromise like integrity to do it.
Me neither.
Like if it means putting other people's work up and using it to advertise ourselves, then I don't want to do that because that takes away from the people who did the work.
I agree.
You know?
I don't want to do that either. I don't want to take away from their achievements either.
Yeah, everyone is echoing your sentiments. Everyone else is also frustrated. I mean, we could always make an animorning challenge Twitter if you wanted. And then just post exclusively to that for the animorning challenge, because then it's not like we are personally benefiting from the reception it gets. It's more like there's just a place for it that we run that isn't attached to any particular person explicitly.
I see the moral reason to do that, but I
What's the problem? Like, it would still feed back to the streams.
Yeah.
You know, because it would still be like the animorning challenge, which takes place at this, you know, the reviews are in this place. But it wouldn't be like this is Doig and Swift's personal Twitter and we're sharing everyone else's stuff on it.
I'll just say this now. I do want to benefit from, like, I do want to benefit. Like, I do want people to see the.
You want to use it to get more people.
I want people to
Doig
see the
Swift
Animorning
Twitter.
Challenge and be like, cool, I'm going to follow this Twitter to see more of these animations.
Well, we can do that on the Animorning Challenge Twitter.
But if we create an Animorning Challenge Twitter, we're just splitting the effort out again. Like,
I don't know if we are. Like, that's more just a place to showcase the Animorning Challenge entries rather than to advertise a bunch of Doig Swift stuff.
yeah. It's a moral quandary. This all started because I asked whether people would be okay with it, and Tibbs' solution, I think, was the best one, which is just ask.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I still don't feel completely comfortable with it. Like, it's not just are other people okay with it, it's am I also okay with it?
That's true.
As the person who came up with the challenge and runs it,
yeah,
and does all the critiques, I don't know if I'm comfortable using other people's stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because what I want is for other people to share the stuff they've done and for them to get a bunch of like likes and retweets on their personal Twitters.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's part of what I want from this challenge, is like to give people stuff to post. They're like, I made it in 3 hours, but I'm proud of it.
But the thing that thing that happens is if we retweet everyone on the Doig Swift account, we drown.
Well, we don't have to retweet on the Doig Swift account. That's what I'm saying, is we could have an animorning challenge account.
That's true. But that's another Twitter account to manage.
It is, but it would just be retweeting that kind of stuff.
Like if we had the Animorning Challenge and there was 4 to 5 people and we retweeted them, then our every kind of Monday our or Doig Swift Twitter becomes like 4 to 5 posts, but if it's like 25, then you go to the Doig Swift Twitter and there's like 25 retweets from the Animorning Challenge.
I know, I just like, I don't want to just retweet 4 or 5 people, because then that
Neither
feels
do
like
I.
playing favorites. Like, because everyone, another of the points of the Animorning Challenge is that everyone should be equal, on equal footing. Like, professionals can take part, people who've never animated before can take part, and there shouldn't be we're gonna only retweet the best ones aspect to it.
Yeah. Hire Palbro to manage the Animorning Challenge Twitter.
And we can't afford to hire anyone, unfortunately. But yeah, I think the best solution would be to give it its own Twitter. If you want to retweet stuff, if you want it to have reach, then that's the best way to do it without all the benefits going to us and not the artists.
I'm gonna draw a line under this discussion because I can tell that I don't even want to get into it either. So yeah. Pablo's just like me, I'll do it. Yeah.
You want to make things that make people feel things. Me too. That's a big motivator. It's like, I want to make people laugh or make people like feel inspired.
Pay Palbro and Doggle Bucks.
Best. Doggle Bucks, the rarest of currencies.
Yeah, so if you give us 20,000 Doggle Bucks, we will hire you, and then you can do work for us.
What, you give us Doigle books and then we hire you?
Yeah.
So is it almost like we'll get rid of your Doigle books for you and then you don't have to worry about them anymore? Yeah, Josie said you could also make a little highlight video of the critique that links back to the VOD on Twitter. Not show any of the animation, just little bits of talking and whatnot.
Tib says, I retweet only my favorites from the Animorning Challenge. That's your goal, everyone. If you get the Tib retweet, you done did good.
That's
Gold
it.
star.
The Tib retweet is a stamp of quality.
I have that tag pinned to my feed. I see all of them, but only the best get my approval.
Oh my. The pressure's on.
I hope this discussion hasn't been like a big bummer or anything. I hope it's like,
I think it's just a bit
like,
stressful, like, to
yeah.
talk about this kind of stuff. Just because, like, there's not a clear-cut, easy solution, and that's frustrating.
Yeah. I want to be the very best. The best there ever was. Wait, the
to do
lyrics
the
are like...
Animorning Challenge is my test, but Tip to retweet it is the cause.
Animorning Challenge?
I will doodle every day, but only for 3 hours.
I feel very fortunate and lucky that the people who have chosen, like you guys, who have chosen to come watch your streams, have all been super wholesome, and kind and welcoming and friendly, and I would never want to compromise that.
Three hours a day is a lot of effort. Yeah, I didn't I didn't think of that when I was improving the song. I was like, 3 hours every day is actually a fair amount.
3 hours every week.
3 hours every hour. But you're not a monster. Lies. Rabbit, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. Guys, Mike went to the shop yesterday and he got me brie, and he got me brioche, and he got me apple. And I'm gonna have a brapple sandwich.
Aww.
I'm so excited.
Thanks, Eve Art. Eve Art says, Doig, please don't feel bad about wanting to promote you and India's work, and we know it's coming from a good place.
Aww.
Yeah.
These pauldrons are not correct.
Like, the stream started with me reviewing portfolios, you know? Like, that put me in the mindset of, like, that is your artist self-promotion there.
Yeah.
Self-promotion shouldn't be a dirty business. Like, it's part of the job. It's part of the artist experience these days, that you need to know how to self-promote. And I don't mind it at all. Like, promoting yourself is healthy. Like, avoiding promoting yourself is stupid. I
feel called out.
As Tim said, Doig is Kanamori, and
yep,
you're Asakusa, Asakusa, and I can't remember the name of the other one. Combined. I watched Isaacan, and there's that one episode where you get to see more about Kanamori, and I'm just like glaring at India, side-eyeing her, of just like,
give me such a stink eye.
This is the thing. This is it.
No, I understand. I can't make myself care about something that doesn't motivate me. Like, I completely understand where you're coming from. I wish I cared more. It's just not the thing that motivates me, and I can't help it. Like, the thing I get excited about is the thought of making a cool poster.
Yeah. But why are you making the poster?
For fun. Because I love the show. Look at Donnie. It's great.
Okay, it's looking so good, India.
Thanks, dude. Darkball's like, I know I'm stupid, and Hitchrope says, I feel called out too. It's calling all of us out for not self-promoting enough. I understand the logic of what you're saying, Mike, and I agree with you. Like, I think people should self-promote more, and I don't think there's any harm in it, because I certainly don't get annoyed when other people do it. Unless that's all they do, I don't get annoyed with it. It's just really hard for me to put that first in my mind when it's not naturally the thing that is a driving factor.
I don't think it should be the motivator.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Like, don't make art to get famous. That's just a road. That's a road paved with glass.
Okay.
But don't shy away from it to the point where you're actually harming yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, avoiding self-promotion is self-harm. There, I said it.
That's a bit of an extreme take.
No, it's like...
It's not. But, look, I understand, you know, the absolute bare bones truth is that there is a certain amount of pride in wanting to make something that gets legs just because it's good and not because you've done the work to promote it. And I know that that's stupid, and I know that that often doesn't happen, and I know that a lot of really, really good artwork gets buried or not seen because people don't promote it. But there is a thing, there is like a pride among artists, I feel, where they feel like if something they do blows up really big and they've just popped it on their Twitter like anything else, then it must be because they did a really good job, and it's really affirming to feel that it wasn't because they spent, you know, hours every day trying to push it and repost it. It's because it just captured people's imaginations.
So that you find a sense of pride by not playing the game, the marketing game.
As well as, like, that's alongside me not really caring. Is like the hope that maybe one day something will get super big without me having to do anything. Just because people like it. you know? Like, but that's not the kind of thing like I sit awake and dream about. Like,
Yeah.
if I've done something that I'm proud of, then I'm happy.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. I'm just seeing
Oh, Rabbit,
people-
we'll retweet you again.
In terms of what Coffee Doodles was saying, was like, do we have any advice? What advice do you give someone trying to rebuild their portfolio with little to show right now? I would focus on quality over quantity. You could build a framework of a portfolio with the intention to keep adding to it, and then once that's there, just make art that you enjoy and add it to the portfolio, and take away things that don't live up to the things that you want to do. Like, you could have a portfolio of 5 to 6 pieces and just like put it stuff in, take some stuff out. If you don't have much to show for your portfolio yet, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter.
If it's good stuff,
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
One image could get you hired. Like, fuck, I did one color. Here you go. I colored one piece and put it on Twitter, and in a couple of hours I got contacted by an editor at Marvel, and they were like, show us your stuff. So I tried. Didn't pan out, but that was one piece. That was just one thing, you know? I'm making arm gestures.
He's making a gesture.
Like, you know, gang, like fronting, like arms wide. Just make cool work. Portfolios, I think, they feel like they have to be more than some of their parts, but just make good parts and don't worry about it.
Focus on the stuff that makes you happy.
What you have to worry about though is making sure that people can fucking find it. Make sure it's linked places. Make sure you tell people about it. But don't stress the portfolio itself.
Yeah. Like, your portfolio should be an expression of you. The stuff that you like drawing. So that when people hire you, they hire you for the stuff that you like doing naturally anyway. And then you get to do more of that.
How do you outrank the vampire romance novelist? By making stuff that's cooler than their stuff.
We are gonna have to head off, Mike. It's 11 o'clock.
All right. Okay. That's super fair. I've done 2 drawings today. I got 2 caught up.
I did a thumbnail and then started sketching it out a bit better.
I like the second one more than the first one. I think I didn't make the mouth wide enough. Let me just...
That's awesome, Tib. Tib says I got hired for my first job because of the one shot I did for Yu-Gi-Oh! Reanimated. It didn't pan out, but I later got more work from the same person because that first thing functioned as networking.
Yeah. Make work. Share it.
Bert says, I sell carpet. I wish I had an art job. You can get there. You can get it if you want. You can get it if you really want. Art is like anything else. Like, you just do it a lot and keep practicing.
I want to go back and screen cap the thing that Tib said. Where is it?
Doodle calls, your imposter syndrome tells you get jobs because you like to talk to people. That's not true. I mean, also you are like a very friendly, pleasant person to talk to, but that's not the only reason people hire you. Tib says, I'm sorry, I kind of moried all over the place. No, Tib, It's perfectly fine, and there will be no fights after the stream. Like, Mike and I have had many discussions about this kind of stuff, and we both kind of know where we stand with it, and I think we both kind of understand each other and where we're coming from. So it's totally cool.
No, India and I are completely on the same, like, we're
You're
on the
same page, yeah.
We know where each other are in the book. We've page marked it.
Yeah.
I'm always the one that's kind of trying to nudge us out of the comfortable no shilling thing. I'm like, you got to shill a little bit, and we need to. And I'm like a little amoeba trying to push out, and India's just sort of like, no, that compromises our integrity or something like that. So she's like India's keeping me in check, and I'm keeping India from hermiting, and like, not that she would completely hermit without me.
Oh,
but
I don't know. Oh, I don't know, Mike.
like, I had to push India to talk to Patrick. Imagine if I hadn't.
Starlight Brigade wouldn't be as it is now.
Yeah, someone else would have made Starlight Brigade, because Patrick would have still been working on that stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, like, it's good to push out of your comfort zone, and I just want to push out of the comfort zone of being so self-deprecating that no one sees your stuff. I know our stuff is getting seen. I know that like people India's so done with me. Oh, I'm sorry. I know
It's like you're going into it again. I feel like we're circling the plug hole.
Circling the drain.
I have to go and do some work. I can't get into another discussion about it again.
Okay. Oh, that's super cool.
Oh, yeah, Doodles, thank you very much for reminding me. I'm sorry. Things were very hectic over the weekend and I completely forgot to send you through stuff. But I will do that.
We've been Doig and Swift, your local resident art buddies.
Yeah.
Sharing.
I want to go and have a sandwich.
You're gonna have a brapple sandwich, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, man.
Oh, a cheesy normie question, how we got together. I can give you the very, very fast rundown while Mike finds someone to raid. Basically, I saw Mike's art on Facebook and I hired him to work on an indie game with me and my pals. We were making an indie game together. And through working on that, we, got talking on the internet and really liked one another. And then we met up a couple of times in Manchester and just hung out and talked about video games. And then we went to one another's houses and then we were like, well, then I was like, hey, I like you. Do you want to go out with me? And Mike was like, yeah. And then we did it.
Hey, you missed out the part where I offered to massage your feet.
It's because that part makes you feel weird. I wish you would stop bringing it up.
I remember.
It was kind of uncomfortable even at the time. I was like, this feels like a little bit of a weird thing for you to ask.
Worked though, or it didn't ruin anything.
It didn't ruin anything.
We watched Zombieland and I massaged your feet.
It was, yeah.
For the whole movie.
Yeah, I was very on edge for that entire movie.
Aw, why?
Because I had like a person who I didn't know if they liked me or not touching my feet. It was weird.
It should have been pretty obvious if I was like, give me your feet. I think I was really weird about it though as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, give me your feet.
You were very insistent. It was a bit strange.
And you were like, why? I was like, just give me your feet.
No. I don't like thinking about it. It makes me feel weird. I'm not a foot fan.
No.
So like it's, yeah.
I was weird at that time though.
What do you mean you were weird at that time?
I was.
You've always been weird.
Okay, last anecdote, you guys, because Cindy has to go.
I do.
Maybe I'll tell you next stream why
You'll forget.
I was weird.
We'll all forget. Why were you weird?
Because I'd just spent the week at a concept art convention, like talking to hundreds of people, and before that I'd never done anything like that, so I was super nervous. But it felt like if you get nervous a lot all at once over an extended period of time, I feel like you burn out your nervous system. And I got to the point where I wasn't feeling nerves. I think I had numbed my capability of being nervous. And what flooded my system was just calm confidence, which is the exact time that I met you for the first time. So you got like the purely distilled confident Mike turn up at our first arranged meeting. I've never felt so confident.
That dude's weird.
That dude is weird and will ask you for your feet. Because I was taking the train with my friend, and that was when I was going to get the train to come and see you, and I was just standing there going, I'm going to ask her if I can massage her feet. He's like, what? And I was like, yeah, it'll work. Just this quiet, like, creepy confidence.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
Well.
But,
I like that you liked me despite me massaging your feet.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, I liked you enough.
I had some weird thoughts about romance, I guess.
Okay. I'm glad you ended that sentence with romance. I was really worried as to where you were going.
I was like, I've seen this in the movies. Confident guys massage girls' feet.
The movies are a really bad place to get romance advice from. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
I know that now.
As a girl who's watched romance movies, they're terrible.
At least I didn't scream your name with a jukebox or anything.
I would have preferred that. That
Really?
would have been good. Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
India! I didn't have an opportunity. I was never locked out of your apartment.
Apparently, it's Punky Dumpling's birthday soon. Is that true? Pal, bro, thank you so much for the gifted sub.
What the?
Thank you.
What the? Oh, here we go.
Shut up, Tails!
Was that? Did that say? Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, so the day after tomorrow is Punky Dumpling's birthday. Oh, that's so cool. Your birthday's Thursday. That's fantastic. Happy almost birthday.
Wait, what does this mean?
Talking about feet work to charm for the subs. What does what mean?
It says 5 emotes shared. Palbro's gift shared rewards to 5 others in chat.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Any food advice from a movie is a bad idea.
Yeah, that's true. It's Pride emotes. Hey! That's awesome. Thank you, Palbro. We got emotes, Pride emotes.
Whoa.
Heck yeah, I want Pride emotes. Let me look at I want to find it. There are Pride emotes.
How did you get them? Maybe I just have to like type pride. Oh, there's a lot of pride emotes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, where's the lion one? I like that it's a lion.
I don't know who this man is, but he has a rainbow face.
How do you get pride lion? I can't get pride lion. Kappa bride. Oh,
These emotes are gay. Yes, they are. Alright, come on, Mike. I have to go.
Okay, we're off. We're gonna raid... Max Grek. Max Grek is streaming.
Oh, amazing. Max is an awesome artist. You guys probably all know about him already. He does awesome stuff. I'm looking forward to continuing this poster tomorrow. This has been really fun to draw.
There we go. I've initiated the raid.
Awesome. Max Grek is always streaming, is he? I know he started recently. I don't know how often he does it, though.
I have no idea.
Alright, guys. You have an awesome day. Thank you for putting up with us.
Thank you for...
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Everyone have an awesome day. Good luck with all your stuff. I hope your work goes really well.
And may the rest
of your day
be filled
with
adventure.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
You love putting up with us.
Aw.
Raid!
Raid!
Adventure!
Avenge me.
Avenge her! Cool.